Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I worked at IRS over a decade. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Me and my M&M man give you a big thumbs up for listening today. Oh yeah, by the way, what I try to do as a former agent, I try to let you know what an IRS agent may think, how they may pick things, what they may do. So you have a very unique insight into Internal Revenue Service. Today, that's not going to be the subject. It may not be helpful to hear that, but today I want to talk to you about how do you pick out a good IRS representative or tax consultant on your case. As a former IRS agent working the thousands of cases I've had, I've come across everybody at every scale. High powered, they thought they were tax attorneys, CPAs, enrolled agents. You have to look for the specific needs you have. If you have an IRS problem, you really look. I'm be obvious with you. You gotta hire a former IRS agent. They know what's going on in the system. They know how to move through the system. They know the numbers to call. They know everything they need to do, but not just any IRS agent. Not any just IRS agent. IRS is specific to the problem. Let me tell you this. I'm a revenue officer. I know everything that I need to know about the collection division. I'm a national expert in collections. I'm not an expert in audits and complicated audits because I don't do that. But on my staff, I have CPAs who were revenue agents and appellate officers. So what I try to do, at least at my office, is have funnels. So I have somebody has a specialty, and that's what you need to pick. You need to pick the specialist as a tax consultant and representative of somebody who worked in that specific division at Internal Revenue Service. If you were going to do an offer and compromise, you need to settle your tax debt. Someone in the audit division never worked an offer and compromise. And that's how it goes back and forth. Tax attorneys actually just usually handle tax litigation. CPAs usually handle 1040s, 1120s. So if you really want to tighten down what you need to know specifically who did that job at Internal Revenue Service. I have all tax attorneys. Oh, we know more. You don't know any more than anybody else. Unless you work for IRS. If you work for District Counsel's office, you're going to know that. CPAs, yeah, but we've taken this course. That's a bunch of bull crap. At the end of the day, I've had this job for a long, long time. I see the work that people give me. Find a former agent as a tax consultant to represent you. But remember, they have to be division specific, okay? You got a criminal matter, you want someone who worked for CID or a tax attorney who's done criminal. Also, there's another part to this. This is another part. A lot of the times you're going to call somebody and there may be a salesman on the phone. Got to be real careful. 80% of the people that answer your calls are salespeople, and they take 65% of the money, and then the company gets a good percentage, and then the person doing the work actually makes the least. You always want to speak to the person who's working your case. So if you were calling me, I would pick up the phone and say, this is probably going to be the result. If you're calling another company or a friend or an attorney or a CPA, ask them, given the situation, what the expected results are. So here's what they need to find out. So, these are questions that they should have asked you. Have all your tax returns been filed? Are you current on withholding? Can I see an IRS financial statement? Can I pull a transcript? What's the last notice you have from IRS? Those are the first 5 questions somebody needs to be asking you as soon as you get an IRS case, because you got to know where the case is. You got to look at the official transcript. You want to know how you're going to have an end result on the case, and you want to know where the case is going. If you call somebody on the phone and they don't ask you, just run away. They're not going to be able to help you at all. There's a lot of good tax consultant and a lot of good representation out there. There is. You just need to discover them. But remember, you want to talk to them, you want to get a good feeling, and you want to know they can help you on your individual case. When people call me, they'll say, hey, Michael, given everything you tell me, I'm giving you. Tell me, what do you think my expected result was? That person that you talk to should be able, with the facts I've just given you, should be able to determine what the result is because they've worked so many cases. It's not a mystery game. The only case you can't tell somebody how their case is going to end is on an audit because you haven't examined the records. Anyway, I appreciate you listening to my YouTube channel. I try to let you know how IRS looks at things on most cases. I really need subscriptions. YouTube really values subscriptions for some reason and likes. So if you don't mind leaving me a subscription, I'd appreciate it. And if you have a question for me, oh, by the way, someone asked me to put this IRS tax consultant up there. You want to go ahead, leave me a comment. You want me to make a YouTube about your question, I'm happy to do that. Once again, I'd love you for a subscription. Thank you.